Wow, guys, I've never had YouTube take that long to connect my live stream from the time I first set it up. What the? Uh, just as I was about to talk in this stream about how live streams, what is going on? There we go. Live streams are the only thing that YouTube allows this channel to do with any type of support. That's a lot of what I was going to be talking to you guys about. And as I say that, I've got it right here. It took 38 seconds from the time I clicked go live until YouTube would actually connect and let me go live. Hey, Willie, that's what I'm talking about. Bad touch, correct. Hey, Spazdev and JFK got wrecked. Hey, Morgan, good to see you. Storm Stars in. Unboo. We'll let any notification. Oh, good. Now see, we've got, not that that's a lot, but we've got 33 viewers in here already. These are the only things that YouTube does anything for us with. And you'll see, you guys are subscribers. As you go out and about on YouTube, there's a good likelihood that you'll see this stream in your sidebar, recommending it and stuff. That doesn't happen with our videos. Hey, Jake, good to see you again, pal. Austin's in Mint Man. Hey, Big Green. Connor's here. Mortem, Mr. Mason, Irwin. I'm hoping as many of the mods. Yeah, now Big Green just punctuated that for me. I didn't get a notification. I saw the stream and recommended. Lix is here. Good. That's what I'm talking about. For whatever reason, we post the video, and I appreciate you guys coming in. Just let me give it just a couple more minutes, and I'll get to the meat of all this. I'm going to give you my meat. But I just want to give people a little bit of a chance to come in, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking here. But you'll rarely ever see when we post a video, it doesn't get sent out on the recommendeds or anything, but our streams typically do. Weather in North Carolina is beautiful, Mr. Mason. A little warm, but most of the country's, well, warmish. Actually, for North Carolina, today isn't bad. I just got home. It was 88. Beginning of summer, that's not bad for down here. Morgan says, don't threaten us with a good time. Jake says, I was getting ready to look up porn and saw the notification, had to put it on hold. Can't turn down. Right. I mean, I'm with you on that. It's typically what I'm looking for on the internet as well. But when you can get some direct bad touch, I don't know what can take you to a level beyond that. Oh, okay. You put it back to Willie. Cool, Willie. Your name's Willie. 110 heat index in Mississippi. Yahoo! God damn. 101 in Southern Cal. Yeah, I know a lot of the country's in a heat wave right now. But we're into July. Not that uncommon, unfortunately. Now I'll get into the meat and potatoes of this in just a second. I'll answer. Austin says thoughts on Texas Longhorns. They're my favorite college team. Well, they've got Manning. I think you'll agree with me on this, Austin. They've been underachieving. I'm a nut for college football. They get ranked high at the beginning of the year, and then things just never come together for them. So maybe he's what they need. You had a bit of a heat wave there too, Lix? Yeah, it's like I say, today is 88 here in July. That might be a little above average, but not a lot. The last week, we had some extreme heat. I'm doing good, Ethan. All right, here, let me start talking to you guys about what I'm thinking of doing here with the channel. Now, to give you a little background, I have found that I really enjoy it. Well, let me go further background. Right now, I'm spending a lot of hours in front of my computer here, recording videos, editing, the whole nine of the things I do every day. And I've taken to, while I'm doing that, you'll see that there's a lot of these 20, not necessarily 24-hour, but extended streams that are just music of a certain design. I mean, for studying, a lot of it's lo-fi, or you got the relaxation music, things like that. And I've gotten to putting them on in the background because actually I found that helps me focus and keeps me chill better than listening to like my playlist itself. And probably because I'm simple with those live streams, you guys have probably seen them. You typically just have one GIF of somebody, of a chill scene, somebody sitting doing their studying, having a cup of coffee, whatever. I've gotten to where I really enjoy those, so I have them on in the background a lot. Now, of course, we Dad, is that you? Lo-fi is good, Connor. I've grown to really enjoy it. But it got me thinking. This is the perfect opportunity, since streams are the only thing that YouTube tends to give us any push with, and I've been struggling to figure out what to do here at the channel because, guys, I guarantee you, as far as making videos, YouTube has completely done this to us. They're done with us. It sucks, but it's facts that they don't want nothing to do with us. We're just not going to get any push anymore. They've given up on the channel. So I got thinking, gee, I'd like to make those types of videos for streams myself. Not only just for posting here, but because then I would listen to my own streams while I'm doing it. So I got researching it. And with AI, you can really, make the type of music you specifically want and enjoy listening to. And also with AI, it's easy to create these comfortable little GIFs or whatever you want to call them, little video clips that play on a loop while they go. And to take it a step further, I got thinking that also makes it really cool for me because because what happens is while I'm editing and stuff, it gets to your eyes after a while and you just have to sit back. And that's when I'll typically sit back and watch whatever stream I have going. Well, now if I do it here, I can talk to you guys while I'm taking my little break as well. There'll be 100% improvement, Lick says. Well, I've already got, I'm surprised, Licks, by how accessible all this is because I love music because I have always loved music, but I don't have any music creation ability. However, now with AI, you can go in and pretty much create the music you want because they give you, you pick a genre, they give you a beat, a basic setup. You can change the tempo, change the instruments that are involved, everything about it. You can make exactly what you want. So I was thinking maybe that's what I'll do. Oh, and one further thing before you guys weigh in on it. My concern was I can't have my channel here tied up with that all the time because I still want to be able to live stream like this whenever I want. I'm still going to be live streaming the gaming we do from the Gusher 100 crew because those have got a good following here as well. So if I do that, I will be streaming to this channel with those extended streams, but I won't be using my own PC. I'm going to be using a third-party software to send it out. And I also thought I would like, I like the lo-fi music. I think the relaxation music is really good if you're looking like for some meditation. Certainly if you're looking to fall asleep, anything like that. But you know what they don't have? They don't have cool things like, maybe this is just me, but I think it'd be fun to have a stream every once in a while that's like spooky music, just music that tries to give you, I don't know what that means, tries to give you a little bit of a chill with some more eerie visuals and stuff. I think it'd be fun to do more upbeat, not necessarily, I don't want to say happy music because then it sounds like a kid's show. That's not what I mean. Just stuff that's more upbeat for when, whatever, you're working around the house, you want something on in the background. I do that a lot too. I put streams on my TV. It's typically live streams from Disney World all the time for background noise. So I've been thinking about, kind of ominous music. Rizaki, that might be just me being weird, but I think that's kind of cool to listen to once in a while. Nice anxiety-inducing streams. Yeah, could be Big Green. Oh, good, Chrome's here. So, yeah. So Morgan says the same thing. Yes, not completely related, but I enjoy the different playlists people create with different. Me too. And until I looked into it, I didn't think I would be able to do it. But the age of AI has made all of that so accessible. But I was tinkering with it the other day, and I was able to make tracks that are sound exactly the way I would like them to sound, you know, the things that I enjoy listening to. And as I said, if it's here at our channel, when I have them on in the background like that, I'd be able to talk to you guys and everything as we go as well. I'm good without ominous music, just not my. Well, I think that would call an artist. I think that would be more specialized. The good thing about that, though, I also discovered when you use a third party to stream, and as long as I've been on YouTube, I did not know this was a possibility. I can actually have more than one stream going at a time. So, you know, once I make the videos that I want to stream, you could have a lo-fi one going as well as a chill one and as well as an ominous one. You could have as many as you want, pretty much, going at the same time. And at the same time, if I decide, just like I'm doing right here, if I want to reach out and talk to you guys in a stream, I can still do that just the same way I do now, directly from my desktop. Persona 5, did they do it again? That's the big problem. Chrome says Persona 5 is still on the thumbnail. Let me look, guys. I intentionally wait several minutes after I put in the new thumbnail. Oh, no, see, I don't have that, though, Chrome. I put up my Curtis Thanos snapping his fingers. I have that as the thumbnail here. What do you guys see as the thumbnail for this stream? Now, why did Chrome get that? Okay, you have the right one, Lix? Okay, it's Thanos Curtis. Okay, so just must be Chrome's Thanos Snap. Okay, thanks, guys. Truth had Persona 5. Thanurtus. I like that, Exile. Yeah, Thanurtus. Why did I think to call him that? But now you see Thanos. Okay. Again, I do that on purpose because apparently YouTube's a little bit slow, which we all know. So I always wait several minutes from when I set the stream up till I actually begin. So hopefully they will catch that there's a new thumbnail on it. But I got thinking about this. To me, it works out all the way around because the reactions, you guys, you know, the Grandpa Curtis reactions channel, that channel's doing well. And that's where they're all going to go. YouTube actually gives us a little bit of recognition and a little bit of pop there, even though we only have like 6,500 subscribers. So that's definitely where the reactions are going to be. I thought this would be a perfect use for this channel, not only just to reach out and give people something else to watch, but for myself as well, because again, I like listening to those. I see Purple Bald Man, Martin says. Now, Agent M sees me and Spaz Kid as thumbnail? Wow, that's got to be a real old one. No, Game of Thrones will be going to Grandpa Curtis. Chrome. I'm gonna I'll be giving you guys all the details over at the Goosh. Game of Thrones, which worked out great, is going to be over at Grandpa Curtis Reactions. So that will give you guys another spot open at the Goosh for a daily because you're going to get the full reaction to those anyway. That did well. What's dying at the Grandpa Curtis channel, which is completely understandable, it's a different group there, is anime. They don't seem to have any interest in anime there. But Game of Thrones is going there very soon. Oh my gosh. Guys, what's the name of the new Game of Thrones series? Titles. Oh, thank God anime is dying. Yeah, but for me, it looks like I love anime, but I've got the Goosh. That's my saving grace because everybody over there is still anime oriented. House of the Dragon. Thank you, guys. House of the Dragon episode 1 will be coming up there. I'm starting to zero in on what the likes are there. There will be more cartoons, but instead of doing a whole series, like with Courage the Cowardly Dog, instead of doing the whole series, and that gets cumbersome, I'm going to try and do best episodes of cartoons because there's so many different cartoons that I want to cover. So those will be going up. Occasionally we'll still might even have one tomorrow. The Family Guy, Try Not to Laugh, they're doing well over there. Of course, the best thing we've had so far, doing the best over there so far, is Smiling Friends. Doing good, Captain Dave. Nah, anime will never die at the Goosh, Morgan. I think we're safe there. And I am so glad for that because if you think about it, well, everything's died here because YouTube won't show anything we do around here as far as videos. But if it weren't for the Goosh, I would never have gotten to see Frieren, and that's a stunningly amazing show. But that tanked over at Grandpa Curtis too. And again, when I say that, I don't want to give you guys wrong impression. That's not a complaint. I put that stuff there to try and figure out what people are interested in. But it means the Goosh is going to be my home for anime. And now today's video is tanking over there. That was Demon Slayer. But that works out fine because we're very shortly going to be starting a bunch of catch-up shows at the Goosh anyway. Things we got to catch up on. Demon Slayer will just go right into that. I'm looking up what it's doing for numbers right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, by far, the worst videos done there so far. Wow. Really bad. Yeah, there's not an anime audience over there at Grandpa Curtis Reactions. I might even take that one down. That might damage the channel. It's doing so bad. Yeah, the House of the Dragon, the first episode was really good. But now I'm anxious because we're going to be getting into Game of Thrones. Got House of Dragon. Oh, another series that's going to be a regular at the Goosh is Doctor Who. I was glad that did well. I just watched episode 2 of Doctor Who today, as a matter of fact. It's going to take me a while to get it edited, but I watched it today. That's great. That show is already exceeding expectations for me. It's not what I thought at all. The Doctor, his whole demeanor is way goofier, which is fun for me, and sillier than I thought it would be. And I really like Rose. Rose's character is great. The one today going 5 billion years into the future and everything, I like it a lot. It's funny. Lick says, can't wait to see you watch all 6 seasons of Game of Thrones. That's right. There's nothing else after that. That's my big concern. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But after season 6, I worry about, is it worth posting reactions to it? Would I be better off just letting you guys suggest certain individual episodes from the last couple seasons? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out when we get there. Oh, Chris, I am really, and again, I knew a little bit about Doctor Who from Brax being into it when he was younger, but it's not what I thought at all. It's better than what I thought. Stormstar says Doctor Who will be wild. You might need some context when they reference classic Who from decades ago. Well, that's the good thing. I've always got you guys in the comments. Always keep me up to date on that stuff. Willie says, I am totally down for stopping at season 6 and watching a summary. When we get there, guys, we'll both over at Grandpa Curtis and at the Goosh. When we get there, I'll get with you guys and we'll figure that out. Only because I don't want to leave a series that's as good as you guys are telling me that Game of Thrones is. I don't want to be done with it and have a bad taste in my mouth. And you guys know, I've told you over and over, I'm an ending nerd. So that's going to really piss me off, I think. Excuse me. Well, as far as Doctor Who, Chrome, I'm trying to remember. Was Doctor Who? Trying to remember which was which. Yes, Doctor Who. I've only committed to because I told everybody, if we pick up Doctor Who, I've only committed to the first 4 seasons because things get sketchy after that. And Doctor Who is a series, from what you guys have told me, that you can drop it after 4 seasons and not be leaving anything in limbo like you would be with Game of Thrones. Allcatcher says, no, all 4 seasons of Game of Thrones are great. Update on movies? Not right now. I'm still trying to get the shows set up that are going, to be part of the regular schedule at Grandpa Curtis. I'm hoping to do movies again at some point, but not right at the moment. Oh, that's right. Somebody told me that, Chrome. Just remember that nothing after season 6 of Game of Thrones is canon because they stopped following the books around that point. Yeah. So maybe we'll decide that when we get there. But as we're finishing season 6, we'll have to get together and decide if it's better to just watch a summary. And if we decide to do that, I'll let you guys find one for me, a good summary. And then maybe the last episode, but probably it'd be worse to watch the last episode. Excuse me. Truth says, for a new channel, it's too old of a show to watch new hot stuff like The Boys and see. No, I disagree. Doctor Who seems to do well. Well, you can even look around on YouTube. Just search Doctor Who reaction. You'll see lots of channels starting Doctor Who now and doing quite well with it. The Boys, that is going to be something that's tested too. But first, it's going to be the series that preceded season 4. What's the name of that series? You guys know me in names. The series that immediately precedes season 4 of The Boys. Oh gosh, I should know that. Gen V. Thank you guys. I'm going to try out Gen V there as well. But the ones that have locked in, we're definitely going to continue with Doctor Who, and we're definitely going to continue with Game of Thrones at the Grandpa Curtis Reactions channel. Definitely going to keep mixing in cartoons. What else has locked in? Definitely going to keep mixing in the Family Guy, Try Not to Laughs. Breaking Bad will be coming back at some point. I got to figure out where that's going to fit in. Yeah. Well, that's what we'll do, Chrome. When we get close to the end of season. Oh, you're talking about. Oh no, you're talking about Doctor Who. Yeah, I think season 4 will be a good run for us to go and watch. And if nothing else, I'll probably at least take a break then, bring in a new series, and then we can always decide later if we want to do more Doctor Who. Hey, I'll Catcher. Thanks for the super chat, my friend. Catcher says, as a longtime Doctor Who fan, I'd say it starts to get sketchy, more like around series 7, but opinions might differ. Regardless, it's going to be a long time before we get to the end of season 4. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of time, I'll Catcher. And like I say, even if we stop after season 4, stopping doesn't mean, done, gone forever. It just means we're going to stop for now, and we'll see what else we want to do. My favorite kind of rice? I never liked rice for almost all my life until I discovered the way that it's made in some of the Chinese restaurants. And one of my favorite dishes to get when we eat out now is beef fried rice. Chrome says, now Curtis, I know you're not a religious man. I'm not religious either, but let us pray that Inuyasha finally wins. You would think it finally, especially now, Chrome, you would think, because with Game of Thrones getting voted in last time, but now you guys don't even have to use your vote for it. You're going to get Game of Thrones anyway. You would think this would finally be Inuyasha's chance, right? So you would think, and especially since it's being sponsored and people are really enjoying the sponsorship. You weren't getting notifications for Grandpa Curtis channel? I'm surprised, Ryan. Everybody's been doing pretty good for notifications there. Austin, I just answered that. Like I said, the Breaking Bad reactions will be back at some point. I'm still sorting everything through. I don't know if they're going to come back just to the Goosh, or if they will also be at the Grandpa Curtis channel as well. Nobody wants to watch furry anime Twilight. I'm sorry, Liz. Connor says, hey, Curtis, what's your thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine? I'm cautiously optimistic. Well, you guys know me. I don't know much at all about the X-Men. Love Deadpool. As you guys saw, I watched the trailer. I think it looks amazing. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Inuyasha's done so well, Truth, for so long. And again, this is the perfect opportunity. Because, as I said, it got beat last time by Game of Thrones. Well, now you guys are going to get Game of Thrones outside of the daily ones. You're going to get Game of Thrones anyway at the Goosh. So you would think that's the perfect opportunity for Inuyasha to finally sneak in. Connor says, well, I love Deadpool and Wolverine, but Marvel is so downhill nowadays. I know, but in the past, they've given us some really outstanding stuff. So you just hold out hope, Connor, that they can make a comeback to that. Jimmy and Ash. Brian, I've already reacted to the entirety of Yu Yu Hakusho and Samurai Champloo, but there won't be any more. There will be no more anime reactions coming here or to Grandpa Curtis. They'll be at the Goosh. There's just no interest in anime at these two channels anymore. Willie says, I'm going to laugh if Inuyasha doesn't win. I hope it does, but it'll be funny if it doesn't. This is, again, the perfect opportunity. I'm going to be surprised if it doesn't, but I've been surprised before. Now, so what do you guys think? Those of you who are here for the meat and potatoes, what I'm talking about here. Well, actually, it's not going to hurt anybody, because there's no sense in posting videos here anymore. I've come to that conclusion. YouTube's made that obvious. But I think posting those streams that I enjoy, the ones that are just music and a simple animation, with, again, a variety, some of the lo-fi, some of the chill and relax. As I said, I'm even thinking about doing some maybe creepy ones. I've also been thinking of doing ones that are more upbeat, because there seems to be a dearth of those out there as well, because I looked for those to have on in the background while I'm doing stuff, especially like if I'm downstairs and just doing things around the house. I leave those streams on sometimes, and I'd like a good upbeat one, but they don't seem to do them very often. Go for it. You like that, Morgan? Just makes it. I thought so too, Stormstar. Again, well, hopefully Inuyasha will get voted in. Yeah, and with the way YouTube has done things at this channel, you're right. It just does make sense, because streaming is the only thing that YouTube gives any type of push to here. Doctor Who skyrockets the polls because of your reaction to episode 1, but there's a twist. It's classic Who. No, actually, I would probably, Chrome, I never do that, but I would actually probably have to take that one out, only because I'm really enthused about watching Doctor Who, and that would be too confusing for me. I wouldn't want the classic one on there at the same time I'm doing this one. And you guys are already getting Doctor Who. You guys are already going to get the whole first 4 seasons. So that, and I rarely step on toes there, but just for my own enjoyment and all of our enjoyment, I don't think that would work for us. Owlcatcher says he's still never getting any notification, neither here nor at the other channel. That's unfortunate. Again, a lot of people at the other channel have been saying they're getting notifications. That's why I might be better off when a video bombs over there, like today's is bombing right now, with that Demon Slayer bombing. I might be better off to just take that down there, because I think that really does hurt us. Because immediately YouTube's looking for a reason to say, oh, people don't like this channel. People aren't choosing to watch this video as often as some of your other videos. Changing the title or thumbnail can attract more viewers, but some topics may just get fewer clicks. Yeah, this is really bad. I don't think we've had any do this bad since I opened the channel. Holy crap. And that's Demon Slayer. Let's see, I'm scrolling back through. Yeah, I don't think I've had any do that bad. The first thing I posted there was the Dark Knight movie, which was a repost from here. That did much better. The only thing I had that had done this bad was early on, I reacted to a Transformers 1 trailer reaction. Nobody was interested in that reaction. But other than that, yeah, nothing. By far the worst performing video we've had so far. Yeah, the anime audience is definitely all at the Goosh now, 100%. And I'll still keep doing what I do, what I've been doing, all doing what I do. No shit, Curtis. You guys know I always put the pin post of what people can find over at the Goosh, and I'll keep doing that in all our videos so people who do like anime can still find their way over there. Chrome says going through classic Who at the same time would get really confusing for you. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, they had to in. Oh, yeah, yeah. I like I said, I would have to step on that. I wouldn't want to be doing both of them at once. Yeah, well, like I say, and that's I think that's the only people that it struck a chord with were the people who are just hardcore into Transformers. My favorite cheese? None, none at all. My most hated one is American cheese. I don't think so. I'll catch it only because um, I look around and see what other channels do as well. I just don't think there's a lot of anime interest at Grandpa Curtis. Frieren is amazing. Frieren's just an amazing show, and that one didn't do as bad as this is, but it didn't do well. It didn't do well enough to maintain a slot there. Let's see. Yeah, Frieren was a very very weak showing as well. So that's just telling me it's just anime is just not playing there. But Game of Thrones for a channel of our size at Grandpa Curtis that did fine. Doctor Who did fine. Smiling Friends always goes balls of fire there. Of course, Fallout did really well. Let's see. The cartoon reactions have done well. South Park has done well. Teen Titans did okay, but that was just episode one of the series. I didn't hand select a top episode. SpongeBob did okay. The Anchor Arms episode. Courage did well. Both one and two. So I'm going to be picking some Courage episodes, and we'll keep going with them. Breaking Bad, the first episode did okay. And that about covers it. The movies have done here and there. Some did okay. Some did not so much. Yeah, free run. I think, like I say, Chrome, and again, that's not a knock. I completely understand that. I just think we don't have a lot of anime fans over at Grandpa Curtis. And you have to remember, too, I'm watching free run in sub. Now, if you're not an anime fan, people are not going to watch that. They're not going to start out with a sub. So, like I say, I think all our anime will be concentrated at the Goose. Yeah, I see there's a lot of South Park reactions lately, Beaches. Yeah, I've noticed the same thing. I love South Park. But there's a ton of South Park episodes I haven't seen, so it makes it kind of fun. Yeah, I agree, Quasar. Anime is still it's a much larger niche, I think, than it ever has been, but definitely still a niche, yeah. All right, well, and tell me this, guys, before we close. Um, Now, in doing these streams that'll go day and night, there'll just be streams going at the channel. What type would you most enjoy having on for your background music? Do you most would you most enjoy the ones? And this I have a good base of knowledge in with being a hypnotist for all these years. The ones that are for meditation and sleep. The lo-fi ones, which you guys know, lo-fi music is good for studying, good for just helping you focus. Some upbeat ones, and by that I don't mean kiddie sounding music. I just mean more upbeat pop sounding music, and of course uh, the accompanying video clip that plays throughout the stream would be the same. Maybe a little bit of spooky, not over the top horror sounding music, but spooky music with spooky visuals. What do you guys think? Oh, 70s is a good idea too, Willie. Might be we're gonna be trying out 24/7 streams. Yeah, sweet dude. Coco Melon. Quasar says stop. That's pretty good, Quasar. Jesus Christ. You seriously? You like that scary music, Licks? I think it's fun to listen to sometimes. Ram Ranch mixtape when Chrome says. Lo-fi, 70s disco techno music. It's funny you say that, Licks. I was because I know disco because I lived through the disco era era. I don't know a lot about techno, so I was actually putting together some techno songs in the software I use to create them. You can make some pretty good beats with that. Season, that's a good idea too, Chrome. Bird is a word. I wish I could. Shit on the floor, everybody do the dinosaur. Well, it wouldn't actually be a hypnosis stream per se, sweet dude. It wouldn't be like with me actually giving uh, a hypnotic induction. It would just be the type of music that lends itself to hypnosis. Techno pigeon. Owlcatcher says, that'd be interesting to see. So how about some rock or metal? Clearly not popular here, it seems. Well, what I'll do with a lot of these streams too, guys, so we can see, as long as your stream is under 12 hours, YouTube will post the resulting video of it. So when I try different genres, I will make sure the first stream or even streams are under 12, so they go live to the channel. So then we'll not only see what people thought of them during the stream, but we'll see what they think of them when they go to VOD as well. And we'll just play it from there. But as I said, and I didn't know this myself until I started researching it, I can have more than one stream going at a time. So if I've got a stream that's only going to be 11 hours and 58 minutes, there can be another stream or two going at the same time. So if that one falls off and somebody wants to find something else, there will be other streams here at the channel. How about a stream of me assembling some techno tracks? Well, the stream would just be the techno tracks I assemble. Beecher says, do you mean like a long background music or like intro? Well, it's entirely, those types of, the 24/7 streams are just consistent music of a specific genre. And they're designed to be, background for whatever you're doing. And if what you're doing is meditating, sleeping, something like that, of course, you're going to get that hypnotic style music. The only thing is I can't post songs. I can't just post songs. These have to be my own creation. And of course I use AI to create them, but that way I know they're unique and I have the copyright to them. So I can't just take songs and post them in the streams. Yeah, you can make AI music in minutes. But like I said, Chrome, I was explaining, I know you weren't in at the very beginning with us. The thing that surprised me is you can really, if you take time creating the music, you can make it sound exactly like you want. You can change the tempo, you can change the arrangement, you can change which instruments are involved, everything, until you get it just exactly the way you want it. It's pretty cool. Beecher says you could do Quagmire's white noise track of women screaming for help. Yeah. We could do that when I have time to be in front of the stream. Luke says, do a stream of you generating music live per request. We could do that. I've gotten, like I say, I just played with it a little bit, but immediately it's fun. You start to get into the enjoyment of creating the music style. Because prior to this, I'd only known of AI where you just go in and you put a genre or whatever, they create a track for you. Well, now you can go in, they create a bass track, and then allow you to just completely tinker with it. Get everything exactly how you want. A good example was the other day, I had a lo-fi one, and I really liked it, but they were super heavy on the drums. To me, distractingly so. So I was able to just mute the drums. Without the drums, it sounded much, much better. And in what I had seen in, what was it? It was Ableton. I think it was Ableton. They had a in AI music creation, you hadn't been able to do that. Oh, AI is brilliant for stuff like that. Chrome says I started to notice people are using AI to make opening themes for their channel. Sure, sure. And again, the whole thing that inspired this was I like listening to those streams, and then it finally dawned on me just yesterday. It's like, well, make them, put them on this channel, because I messed around with making them, and then I got thinking, we don't know what to do with this Spaz Boys channel. Put them here. And again, it keeps me in touch with you guys, because even when the stream is just going, if I have it on in the background, at least I can chat with you guys and stuff while it's going along. Hey, Downward. AI make me the classic Who theme played on an accordion by a drunk guy. AI music really is awesome, Connor. I was extremely impressed by what you can do with it now. I mean, it'll take me a while because I'll have to. I'm probably gonna make to start with 2-hour videos. So if you're listening to it, say if you listen to it for its full 12-hour duration, if it's a 2-hour video, you're only repeating a handful of times. And by the time that first 2 hours goes by, it still sounds natural. I don't want it to start sounding too repetitive. And then what I'll do is I'll make others where I just mix in different musics in the same genre. We got a lot of options. Chrome says, "Oh, here's an idea. Curtis AI drawing stream. You draw something, get an AI to fix it, make make it into something." Oh, you guys know I've told you what my drawing ability is like. That'd have to be a really advanced AI. I might blow it up. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm drawing. Excuse me. For that length of time, lo-fi and study music is a good idea at first. I think so too, Chrome. I think we'll start with lo-fi. Second one will be the more meditative, hypnotic type music. Let's see. Professor Nebula says, "Yo, Curtis, do you like astronomy and astrophysics?" Am I interested in them? Absolutely. Do I understand them? Not very well, unsurprisingly. Just trace your hand and make a turkey. That'd be about it, Beach, isn't it? The turkey would look like it has leprosy or something. I mean, my drawing is bad. Let's see. Oh, Lex said, "I just worry for the copyright problems that come with this, given how much of AI music is just stolen from other songs." You're right, Lex, and that was, because I've been looking at the whole history of it, an issue for some time. But the AI now is much more intelligent, and the place that I get my AI from. Now, there are still places where you can go and just pick up some AI music where they clearly have an obvious influence. The AI where I go to create, as I said, I'll put in my parameters. They give you a baseline, and then I create it the way I want. I make all the adjustments. It's always going to be unique because I change the tempo, the feel, I change the instrumentation, all of that. Yeah, that was true at one point. Looks 100% right. I guess early on, because I watched some older videos about that very topic when I was getting into this. Looks 100% right. Original AI, and there are still some that use this method. AI music generators were basically just using existing songs for their inspiration, and of course that's definitely going to be a problem. But now you have the AI just is able to generate a brand new track. And then again, you can take and do with it whatever you want. If you're manually editing the music, right, like licks. But no, you weren't wrong. I saw videos talking about just that from just a few years ago when I was looking for research into how to do this. And at that time, they would talk about, well, YouTube is cracking down on this, cracking down on that because it sounds too much like existing music. But that was the only options you had. You just took whatever the AI generated for you, and the AI's coding, they determine, was based on them using existing songs. The ones now don't base on anything. They just put together tracks. Hey, Pessa, good to see you. You can't copyright AI. Well, you're right. It's a murky area, but the company I'm working with will back you up on the copyright. They've got your back saying, no, this is all original creations. We can prove it. We can show you how in court. I mean, they would do this for you even if something went to court. We can show you our process that this is all original stuff created by artificial intelligence. It is not based on anything else. The one I go with, I tried out a bunch of them. I'm going to go with SoundRaw. It's to be able to take complete control of it. It's a little pricey, but I don't want to, I don't want to do something half-assed. I don't want to start doing these videos and say, well, I can save some money. I won't get as many options. The music may not be right to the T what I want, and I don't want to do that. I want to be able to have control over everything. No, it doesn't use royalty-free stuff, Big Green. It just, the AI, from what I've read, the AI now is advanced enough to take a style of music and just create. And again, basically it gives you a basic baseline of whatever it is you want to do. Techno or lo-fi or rock or meditative. And it will give you a base. Now you go in and change whatever you want to change. You can change tempo, not only throughout the whole thing, you can change tempo in any parts of the song. You can change what instruments are involved. You can bring instruments in that weren't initially involved. You can take instruments out. You can take every instrument out and just, other than piano, just have it piano music. You can do absolutely anything with it now. Morgan says, this weekend I'm going to be creating what I call my nerd wall. Finally putting up shelves for my Funko Pops and framing my autographed anime prints. Oh, that's cool. That's fun stuff. That's fun stuff. Luke says, just a reminder that I'm correct about everything and humanity should live to my image. Chrome says, I kind of understand AI's underpinnings since I studied big data for finance. It's hard to explain. It does use a binary of data, so it bases it on that. It's gotten better at not being quite the same. Well, from what I've read, and they go in depth if you go into some of these sites, and because that's their concern, is they don't want people to be concerned about using their process. You have to put it this way. Let's just say you're going for 70s pop. To do 70s pop, you obviously are basing it on something else. You're basing it on a sound. But if a human being decides to write a song and says, hey, I want to make something that's, reminiscent of 70s pop, they're doing the same thing. You're going to take the basic sounds, the basic structures of that style of music. And this is how it was explained to me anyway. So to say that AI can't do that would be bogus, because that's how a human would do it. Of course, it wouldn't be 70s pop if you didn't have a baseline of information to base it on. Sweet Dude says, the way I see it, AI can be fed red and blue and output green. That's well put. Louis says, hey, Curtis, what do you think about reacting to MMA, UFC? There won't be any reactions here. This is what we're talking about. There's no sense in reacting to anything here. YouTube will not show them even to you guys, and certainly not show them to the greater YouTube community. Brother E says, hey, we're in Hollywood Studios. Actually managed to get on all the rides. 50s Primetime Cafe you get good wait staff, did you, Big E? Oh, 50s is a blast when you get good wait staff. Our waiter threw straws at my head. We had that happen. Taking a break at Olga Cantina. Talks. Oh, that's good, Brother E. all the waiters we've had at 50s Prime Time have been good. Just some have been better than others. Talking is hard. That's a fun restaurant. Tanuki Row. Well, good. I'm glad to have you in here. No, and what we're doing, I'm actually going to be. I told the gang just to give you the synopsis. I've gotten into lately listening to those 24/7 streams when I'm working because I've been spending a lot of time in front of the computer while I'm working. And it dawned on me, why not make my own? And then it dawned on me, hey, why not post them here? So I'm going to be trying them out. There'll be, if not 24/7, extended long streams posting to the channel very soon. That'll be different genres of music, different looks, different feels. More of the general feel. Yeah, that's what I mean, Chrome. And that's, and I'm paraphrasing what I had read, but that's basically what they're saying. And it made sense to me. It's like, you can't come after AI and say, hey, you're infringing on copyright because your song sounded something like my 70s pop song. Well, it's got to be more than that, because anybody who makes a 70s pop song, whether it's AI or human, is going to base it on what 70s pop songs sounded like and how they were structured. So I got what they were saying. Pessit says, I don't mean to sound stupid. What do you mean exactly by saying YouTube won't show them? YouTube will not give out notifications. Will give very limited notifications on them. And then they will not push them at all. They won't put them up on sidebars. They won't recommend them anywhere. They just allow them to die here. YouTube has just washed their hands to this channel as far as videos. They will still give us a little bit of push on live streams, but not videos. Evgeny, find an AI that changes your voice and make Lord sounds like Randy Marsh. I am Lord. La la la. Spits out the most probable correct vector output, which then gets interpreted in various ways. Right. I'll catch her. And as I said, taking that extra step now of allowing us to put our own spin on it pretty much guarantees you're safe. Well, I appreciate that, Em. And like I say, when those streams are going, I will randomly be popping in on them every so often because I'll have them on in the background while I'm working so we can hang out and chat and stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoy them. Hey, Dom, good to see you. Chrome says also it would be less you in legal trouble and more the company behind the AI. Right. And the thing of it is, Chrome, now it used to be just a few years ago, YouTube would not even monetize those channels that were using AI because they didn't want the headaches. But you'll see now they're all monetized. Because again, well, the world has come to the conclusion that AI is a large part of the future. And so to say anything AI does is infringing is just, well, first of all, it's factually inaccurate. It's just not true. Oh, favorite Queen song? I don't know, Henry. Queen is my favorite band of all time. So to pick only one is an impossibility for me. I just absolutely adore Queen. Let's see. What about the Grandpa Curtis channel? Yeah, that's one of the reasons we're going to be doing this here. The Grandpa Curtis channel is now the reaction channel. That's where all the reactions will be. And the only thing we had here that would get any kind of push at all was the Family Guy Try Not to Laugh, and they're over there now. And I'll keep them there for you guys until it gets to a point where it's just I've seen them over and over too many times, which will probably never happen because you guys know me. I laugh like an idiot no matter what. So YouTube, Pessit, the new channel, the Grandpa Curtis channel, definitely gets more push than this one does. And if you break it down per subscriber count, it gets thousands of times more push than this does. The amount of YouTube will give our videos at the Grandpa Curtis channel a fair chance. I see it in the spikes of viewership where they're like, hey, that seemed to do okay. And it might be a day or two later. It'll be another little spike because they're seeing how it does. That never happens here. You post a video, it gets some initial views, and then it flatlines. That's how it works at this channel. Excuse me. Nacho says, and to be fair, considering Happy Birthday of all things was under such heavy copyright protection for so long, the idea of copyright has been abused nefariously as well. Kind of weird spot, honestly. Yeah. Well, we got it abused. For those of you who don't know, we're at the Goosh. I posted a reaction video to, I think the name of the series, Curtis, Stargate SG-1. There is absolute, not a nanosecond, not a millisecond of their material there. No sound, no video. It's just my face cam and a timer so people could sync it up and watch it. These fuckers had the gall to copyright claim that. Can you imagine that? They don't have any, because there is no repercussions for filing egregious false copyright claims. So these companies do it whenever they want. They saw the Stargate name and they filed a copyright claim. And it's like, you have no right to that. And they're like, oh, yeah, I guess we don't. And they go on and they do it to somebody else. It's stunning. Not a second of their content on there. They copyright claimed my face and voice. And there's no punishment for them for doing it. Well, what happens, Pesa, is the YouTube algorithm has washed its hand to our channel because we've been around for 13 years. And in those 13 years, we have tens, maybe even 100,000 subscribers that are no longer active. So when a video gets posted here, obviously it's a very small percentage of people that initially watch it because a lot of the subscribers have abandoned their channel. They're not even real people anymore. YouTube sees that happening time after time after time, and they're like, oh, okay, nobody's interested in this crap, and they don't send you out anymore. Absolutely, there should be repercussions for false claims. There 100% should be, Chrome. And so far, nobody seems interested in pushing the issue. Henry says a polar bear walks into a bar. He says, the bartender, I'll have a rum and Coke. Bartender says, what's with the big paws? The polar bear says, I was born with them. Yeah. So yes, that's how the YouTube algorithm works. And we just fell into the cracks there. Because, again, our channel's been around forever. Oh, there definitely should be Big Green. It just pisses me. That one it was just absolutely stunning to me. Filing a copyright claim on a video that is nothing but my face and my voice. Nothing else. That's some brass balls to do that. And they get away with it. They can do it. Oh, no, there won't be MMA stuff on Grandpa Curtis, Louie. That's the one thing YouTube has taught us in no uncertain terms is they want each channel to have its own specific design. And Grandpa Curtis is, of course, TV shows, cartoons, movies, that type of entertainment. To go into sports-related things or something like that will certainly end up damaging the channel without a question. Chrome says, well, you do look like Thanos, so you're owned by Disney. Technically very true. Oh, yeah, back in 2020, they absolutely, Raven, they used to send us out all the time. Well, you look back like at the Naruto videos and the ones you mentioned, DBZA, you go to, back then we had much fewer subscribers, but the channel was much younger and those subscribers were still active. So we used to get sent out all over the place. Absolutely. You know, because when a video would come out, our regular subscribers back then too, YouTube was better about sending out notifications. People would get notified, they'd watch it. YouTube would see that they're watching it. They would send it out to the greater YouTube community, see that it did well there, and then they just keep pushing it. Now that doesn't happen at all here. Well, I have a 2-month-old channel in Grandpa Curtis, okay? And our top video there has 44,000 views with 6,600 subscribers. I couldn't even tell you how many years it's been since we've had a video reach 44,000 views here with 300,000 subscribers. I have no idea what the last one was. It would have to be several years ago. Hey, Prime, good to see you. Good to see you, Brandon. Excuse me. Sweet Dude says, to be fair, Chrome, I feel like Disney owns us all. Isn't that the truth? It's extra sad that big companies can also abuse the copyright law to steal from smaller creators with no consequences. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Blank. The copyright system is so skewed towards those with the money. No doubt about it. Owlcatcher says, I think YouTube might just also be now specifically biased against you. Well, I don't think, no, I shouldn't say that. I don't think that's the case now. I think there was a time when things really just initially downturned that coincided with us talking politics. And we all know that YouTube frontline workers have in the past absolutely gone after channels behind the scenes if somebody had an opinion that they didn't agree with. So I think that may have happened, but that's not the bigger story. Sweet Dude says, in my personal bias experience, I've actually seen small reaction channels get hit harder for copyright than big channels, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen that myself, Sweet Dude. Well, I can give you ideas. I have had both ways. When I brought different videos over to Grandpa Curtis channel, which is brand new, I have had videos that weren't hit here get hit there, but I've also had the opposite happen. I brought videos that were demonetized here, or third-party claimed here, brought them over there, and they aren't. So there doesn't seem to be a consistency to that. No, we haven't watched any Boruto Dom. The anime I watch is voted on for me by the group over at the Goosh, our Patreon, and it'll be a long time before Boruto gets in there. Oh, Norm Macdonald is brilliant, Henry. I loved him. Absolutely loved him. Brandon says, after so long, I finally built my own custom PC and feel like that's a massive accomplishment. It is. It's very cool. The one Braxton has now, his PC was one I built for him. Well, I taught him how to do it. He did it with me. He was in like 10th grade, and he still got, of course, we've upgraded it since, but it's still the same basic unit. Sweet Dude says, Curtis, have you heard they're going after Anime Balls Deep? They have 2 million subs. No. I'm not sure. Anime Balls Deep. Oh, that's a reaction channel, Sweet Dude? Let me take a look. I hadn't heard about that. YouTube. Anime Balls Deep. Oh, wow, yeah. 2 million subscribers. Oh, yeah.
I always thought this day.
Shusha, or is that how you pronounce that? Is deleting the channel. Needs serious help. Copyright abuse. May be terminated. Okay. Wow. One day ago. Let me see how the Twitter post they have is doing. It has recently been under attack from Shui Sha. No sections or timestamps they have claimed, but instead of taking the video down just because it relates to their manga. Wow. Oh, and then YouTube responds with their typical just useless boilerplate response. Yeah, this Brendan All responded, great help. Freaking team YouTube. Use content using transformative way. Wow, that's too bad. I didn't see anything about that. Brandon says, "What's your opinion on the whole multiverse concept?" I'm fascinated by it. You guys, a lot of you guys are much more well versed on it than am I, because we've had other conversations about it in live streams. It's fascinating to me. Absolutely fascinating. When One Piece remake does come out, will you wait till it's voted in or do it weekly at the $1 level or something? When the One Piece, oh, you mean the live action Chrome? I'm not sure what you mean. Chrome says it's a clickbait channel that spoils things. Which one? That one I was just looking up. You have a heart 27 North Carolina. Oh, okay, Brett. Henry says, Curtis, why do you think you've attracted such a huge British following? No idea. Glad I have. I told you guys early on in this channel's history, back in 2011, is when it all started. And we have always had a huge European contingency, but specifically the UK and immediately surrounding areas. And that's continued throughout. But I'm very grateful for it. Oh, they're remaking the One Piece anime right now? I didn't even know about that. Oh my gosh. Berserk LSD was amazing. Was terrifying and amazing. Just so good. Oh, creepy, but so good. Doing the same thing to the Beasley's channel. This is interesting to me. I always like to see what they're up to. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Let me take a look at that. Now, like I say, we won't be doing anime here anyway, so.
What is up, guys?
Videos. Oh yeah, them too. We need your help. Let's see what's going on with them.
To the channel, we need your help. I always say we, it is just me, unfortunately. Can't be part of this video, and we kind of need to get it out today. We have an 8-month-old, as you guys know, nearly 9 months. This is absolutely mental. It only seems that yesterday we were doing the pregnancy announcement on the channel, and now we have a 9-month-old. Absolutely awesome. We love Archie to bits. And yeah, but as you guys know, if you've had kids or if you've been around kids, it doesn't always go to plan what you have planned. So Millie can't, unfortunately.
So what's going on, dude?
It's just a quick one, though, to be honest with you. We need your help, guys. Only if you don't spend too long on it. Would appreciate any help we get. We have been receiving some strikes from a channel called Fluctus. I'm not saying don't go and send hate. Don't do that. It is what it is. What we need is if anyone knows of any videos on our channel which we've reacted to them, whether they've watched them recently, remember them, can find them, let us know. I've hopefully deleted all the ones I've seen. I've also tried to go through the formal processes of getting the strikes removed. So hopefully that's the case. For the videos, I'll keep them down anyway, just because we don't want any conflict. We don't want any...
in his case, you know what's going to happen? If he's smart, he just filed the counterclaims. And that if this company, if they don't take a legal action against him in 10 business days after he files a counterclaim, it gets dropped. It'll get dropped. They're not gonna take a legal action against him. I'll catch it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And especially now with us starting the this new concept where we're just going to be doing the where we're not only doing, but doing the 24/7 type streams, channel memberships will be even more of a big deal. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I'll catch you. That's cool. Very cool. Sweet Dude says, I heard a rumor that if you get a certain number of copyright claims, it results in a copyright strike. I don't think it's true. No, well, see, there are different types of copyright claims. If it's a copyright strike, if you get 3, you can have your channel deleted. Now, what YouTube typically does is if one specific claimant hits a bunch of your videos, they won't delete your channel because you're basically, even though it's multiple copyright strikes, it's basically one. It's all the same people making the claim. So they'll let that play out. If you get 3 from different sources, then you're probably in trouble. Let's see. I'm bigger. Oh, I didn't see what you guys were talking about. Different studio and different style. From what I've read, it's supposed to be closer to the manga, so I'm interested to see how it goes. Oh, that's kind of cool. Right now, Dom, the basic benefits are you get little icons that you can share, and as you see, your name goes to green. You got the little star. If things go well and we continue doing these streams, especially these extended ones, I'll put more stuff in there for you guys. Will I ever do more gaming on this channel? We do the Goosher 100 sponsored games here. I can't say. I don't know. It is going to depend. Once I get things settled at Grandpa Curtis, when I know what the lineup is going to be like there, then I'll get a better idea of what I can do here. Many hesitate to watch the current series because of its old 4:3 format and the high number of episodes. That's it's kind of interesting. That is interesting. Oh, GTA 6, I have to check. I've loved GTA since GTA was a thing. I have to check that out. All right, guys. Oh, I gotta go. My wife and I, she's probably waiting for me right now to have dinner. Guys, thanks for hanging in with me. Oh, and we're about to get, in 13 seconds, we're gonna get new ads. So I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys really quick, so you don't get hit with an ad before we go, just to piss off YouTube. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Countdown's going. I appreciate you being in, and I'll talk to you really soon.